and we have gold spectrum. And then looking at the first person in this connection, their energy is being represented by the bee, Aquarius, and perseverance. And then for the second person in this connection, they're being represented by the tiger, Cancer, and discipline. I can accomplish what I set my mind to. Now, before I even start, I want to say don't be stressed by seeing astrology signs here. Your person or you can have these signs. That's wonderful confirmation, but they certainly don't have to. So if you're like, oh no, like I don't see Libra here. Well, actually, I do see Libra here, but anyway, like just don't be stressed about that. It's actually a confirmation of it's there, but it's not there to stress you out. So let's talk about this because this is so beautiful. So the energy of your next relationship, pile one, is one where you and this person, whichever side you're on, are going to feel nothing but joy. Wow. Mostly the main idea, I mean, of course every relationship has its ups and downs, but the core idea of your relationship is going to center around joy and play, and it comes from a loving place. I feel like you both are going to be very connected at an emotional level. I definitely feel like this tiger person is probably more intuitive. They probably already naturally have intuitive skills. And so I do feel like it's possible that you and this person, one of you is probably more emotional and will help this other person open up. But by the time you're in this relationship, there will be a very lighthearted and loving energy surrounding the both of you. What I love about this is that there is such a light-hearted energy connecting the both of you and connecting at the heart. So you can tell this is truly a relationship that is out of love, out of joy. And this is a relationship that is going to lift you and this person up. It's going to add to both of your lives. It's not going to take away from anything. And that's exactly why this relationship is meant for you, because you deserve something like this. You and this person have a lot of things in common, but you're also very different. So, which you're like, isn't that everybody? Yeah, kind of. But with this Archangel Awamaya here, I asked if there was an Archangel protecting or looking over this connection for each pile, and this one is yours. And this is inward spiritual journey. So what I can already see from here is that you and this person will have undergone, I don't want to say a transformation, but at the very least, you will have a decent sense of self, a decent understanding of who you are when this connection comes in. Same as your person. And actually, it seems like already Spirit is indicating to me that you and this person are going to, part of the reason why you and this person are coming together is because you will help one another with inner spiritual work. And one thing that I really notice is that this bee person seems to be surrounded by light energy, and this tiger is more dark energy. And neither of you are really dark, but I do think like there could be polar opposite things here. Like for example, maybe one of you is a morning person and the other is a night owl. Maybe one of you is very logical, literal, and the other is very intuitive. In terms of signs, because I will list them, obviously we have Cancer and Aquarius, but we also have the air signs, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, and we have the fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sag. It seems like this bee person, actually no, wait, let me hold on, because I forgot to explain this gold spectrum first. So the gold spectrum is all about our solar plexus, and it's a lot about it ties in with like the inner journey, but it's a lot about gaining wisdom and gaining more understanding. And you both have a joint mission in this relationship. For some of you, this is somebody that you will have a family with, or maybe you already have a family with them, because it is possible maybe if you're watching this, you're learning about somebody that you already are in a relationship with. I already get a more feminine energy from this tiger, and the fact that the tiger's energy is being enhanced by Cancer, which is all about the mother, home, family. This is somebody who is definitely fierce, not somebody you want to mess with, somebody that's going to be very protective of the relationship and protective of the home you have together, if you do have a home together, which I feel like you will. This is going to be a pretty serious relationship, I'm going to be honest, and it might not happen really quickly, but once you've achieved this energy, you and this person achieve this energy, it will be a very serious relationship. And I can definitely see for some of you, there might be a dynamic where one of you stays at home or works at home and the other one goes out into the world and works or is like the provider. It certainly doesn't have to be, but it definitely seems like you and this person will understand your roles within this relationship and you will happily accomplish them. And what I love is that we have perseverance and discipline, and they're both purple cards, which to me represents more like higher level energy. So like third eye chakra, crown chakra, spiritual energy. And so there's a deeper spiritual purpose that keeps you grounded in keeps you committed to this relationship in the sense that this relationship helps you know what you're meant to be doing. And in addition to that, it helps you push forward in life together. With this discipline, I could accomplish what I set my mind to. In perseverance, I know that I can do whatever I set my mind to. You and this person are going to be each other's cheerleaders. Like, you might be very different physically, you might be very different, come from very different backgrounds, but with this play card here, I feel like your hearts are the same. And there's something about the both of your hearts that just connect in a way that you've never connected with another person before. And I feel like this B person, they're typically somebody who is pretty detached. Their love language is definitely acts of service, is one thing that I'm hearing. And I feel like they might like to give words of affirmation as well or receive them. But this is definitely somebody who their energy within this connection is going to be more humble. And they're going to feel this quiet diligence about protecting the connection, protecting their partner. And I think one thing that they're going to really love about this relationship and their partner is that this tiger, they're going to always encourage this bee. They're going to be in this energy of nurturing this bee when they feel down. And what I love even more is that this tiger has a very intense energy themselves. And it's like they have their own goals, their own aspirations. They have their own things going on. Even if they stay at home and like they're like a stay-at-home parent or just to stay like work from home, they have their own goals, they have their own dreams. And like these are two people that have a healthy dose of separation from one another. It's like you have your separate things, but you also have the things that you do together. And it creates this dynamic where you both have mutual respect for one another. You both are going to be very protective of one another. I do see the tiger being more protected and being a little bit more intense. I do feel like the tiger person in this relationship is going to be, I don't want to say like the star of the show. And if that's the case, the bee is happy to allow that, if that makes sense. But they are going to be like I just heard like, what mama wants, mama gets, like, which is a bit intense. But I feel like this bee person is happy to, take care of this tiger in ways that are really beautiful and loving. Like they're happy to build up this tiger's self-esteem because they see this tiger as someone fierce, someone very beautiful, someone worth the nurturing that they give. And I want to be clear that this tiger person doesn't just give this loving energy to anyone. Like Do not mess with their family. Do not mess with the people that they care about. This tiger person is going to be protective of the relationship, and they are going to be determined to accomplish whatever they are going after. They definitely have a hard shell. That's difficult to read. So some people might look at this tiger person and think that they're harsh or too much. And to that, if the tiger person is watching, I say they're, well, anybody saying that, they're just not enough, and that's not your problem. But this bee person is going to see the truest and most authentic and loving parts of this tiger. This bee is going to tame this tiger. It's really cool. And I'm about to yell at Spirit because they just started putting B movie references in here, and I'm like, are we really gonna go there? Like, I guess they're wanting me to talk about B movie for a second. The boyfriend in B movie, you know how he's like intense and he just like doesn't get it, and he's like jealous of a bee and stuff like that. There might be somebody in this tiger person's life that I'm hearing, like that they might be with before this person, or that they might be drawn to for a long time, that they might be in something with for a long time. And I think this bee person is going to make them realize why that person wasn't right for them. And I'm not going to say that like the bee person, like this relationship you will be in forever, because it's different for everybody. But I think that once you and this person are in a relationship, either you or them, will understand why this is the right connection, why this is supposed to happen now. Because honestly, I feel like you and this person will be friends before you become something more. Because this B person isn't super emotional. They are pretty like that. I feel like they don't really like to talk about their emotions. I feel like they do operate from a very mental level. But I mean, the fact that I meant to say you, so maybe a lot of you are the tiger, because it is an intense energy that I keep being drawn back to, where I'm like, I want to talk about the bee, and said, no, let's talk about the tiger. The tiger's like, there's more you can say about me, like, I'm amazing, and I'm like, I agree. But let's talk about the bee for a second, pull things back. This bee person, they're definitely not very showy, but this is somebody that is more happy to be in the background. Oh my God, I just heard Trisha and Moses. So if you're aware of like Trisha Paytas and Moses, it's kind of like that dynamic, if that makes sense. Like, one is kind of, they're definitely two different personalities, but they work together really well. And like, you can tell that there's an authentic, loving connection there. And like, Trisha's like out there being a queen, and like Moses is happy to support her and do everything that makes her happy. And I just see this bee as Moses and this tiger as Trisha. So like, sorry if you don't like such literal examples, but I really see that here. Like, it's really, really beautiful. And I think the best part about this connection is that you and this person, like, no matter how serious life gets, no matter how frustrating things in your personal lives get, no matter like what's going on, you and this person will have a safe haven in each other. It's like, yeah, one of you might be a tiger and one of you might be a bee, but I guess your hearts are dolphins. And there's just a bond here that's really beautiful and really just heartfelt. It's like, the magic might not be there all the time because life gets in the way, but it's like, even when life does get in the way, you'll always come back to this heart energy where you realize like nothing really matters except you and this person and the connection together. And with this Aquarius energy here, I feel like this bee is going to be extra determined. For some, I heard that this bee person could be like an artist. And without Aquarius energy, I get that as well. It seems like this person is really eccentric and unique, same as the tiger person. And I think that's why they appreciate each other. But I think the tiger person is more out there with like who they are and what they do, whereas the bee person is kind of more, maybe afraid to put themselves out there. Like, I can see the tiger person being very encouraging to the bee, saying like, hey, you should really show this off or do this or do that. I feel like the tiger person will motivate the bee not to give up on the things that they're working on. And I feel like the bee will be extra motivated to provide for this connection because the tiger person will give the bee the confidence that they have needed for a long time to actually be themselves. And this tiger is not going to put up with shit. That's for sure. They're going to let the bee know how they feel if they're not happy, but they're also going to be so kind and compassionate to the bee and anyone in their inner circle. And it's truly a blessing for both the bee and the tiger for you both to be in each other's lives. This is going to be a connection that I think even if you're not with this person forever, I do feel like it is going to be pretty long lasting. I think it's going to be a connection that is very loving, and at the end of the day, you'll have your differences, but you'll always come back to this loving and playful energy. And whenever you do have disagreements or you have rough patches, you'll always learn something from them that will enhance your relationship, make you a better partner, make them a better partner, and will keep you, and it'll bring you guys back to this lighthearted energy and just make this loving energy between the both of you stronger. So this is really beautiful, and I'm really excited to look at what is going to come through in the tarot cards now. So you guys picked the Intuitive Night Goddess Tarot. And so we are going to see what the point of this connection is. And I might end up repeating myself, or I might have cards that end up confirming this sort of thing, but I definitely want to see, why are y'all in each other's lives? What is the point of this connection? What are you guys learning? Etc., etc., etc. Let's do one more for that matter. Alrighty, so Spirit, what is the point of pile one's next relationship? What's the point of pile one's? Okay, we have the Hierophant. So yeah, some of you definitely could be. Okay, we have the Three of Cups in reverse. What's the point? Ace of Swords. Okay, we have Chance in reverse and Five of Swords. Okay, so let's clarify all of these for me, please, Spirit. Actually, no, let me just work with this for now. So, one reason why this relationship is meant to happen for you is because, pile one, I'm gonna be real with you. You haven't had it easy in relationships, and I completely understand why you might be off put by relationships. For a lot of you, I do feel like you're this tiger energy. It won't be for all of you, but I do want to address my tigers out there in the audience. You are a fierce bad bitch. And I say bad bitch as a gender neutral term. It does not matter what you identify as. Bad bitch is a term of endearment in this house. And you might have dimmed your shine for certain people. You might have felt like you were too much or felt bad about who you were, because you do give your heart openly and freely. Well, not always. You used to. Let's say that. You used to give your heart openly and freely, and you quickly learned that people aren't always too kind. And it seems like no matter who you are now, scaling back to both of you, the reason why you both are coming into this connection is because I don't think you two have ever really experienced true joy and a connection and a love relationship, and neither of you have been able to see what that actually looks like. It's like you both have wanted this special commitment with somebody. Holy shit, I just got deja vu. That's weird. And I noticed there's two keys here. So it's almost like you can't mess up meeting this person or reuniting with this person for some reason. Maybe you already know who this is. Because this relationship is going to happen by following your own intuition. And Spirit really wants you to understand that the whole reason why this connection is happening is because it is like essentially good karma for all of the shitty relationships you both have had to go through. Even if they haven't been legit relationships, they could have been situationships, they could have been, friends with benefits connections, or they could have just been friend connections. And no matter what, it's like your past connections, they might have seemed promising in the beginning, but I think that it always came down to like this person wasn't as generous as themselves, or wasn't as generous, or they were selfish. And it's like, I almost just see a progression here. Like, for some of you, maybe you've been the heartbreaker where you have hope in people and then you realize they're not worth it and you cut them off. But it's like, I feel like there might be this pattern with you and this person where you start in a relationship, like, or you start pursuing somebody or getting involved with somebody, and you want things, and things probably start out pretty good, start out pretty solid, comfortable. But then as things happen over time, they start to diminish. You start to be disappointed. You start to not feel too great about what's going on. Maybe for some of you, the partners you've had have been dishonest about their exclusivity. There's definitely there's a lot of harsh truths that you had to learn through your relationships. You and this person. I'm gonna get my hearts because I want to see more. So, okay, we have the King of Pentacles in reverse. We have the Knight of Cups upright. What else, Spirit? Okay, we have the King of Cups. We have the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. And on the back of the deck, we have the Ten of Cups upright. That is so beautiful. Wow, okay. So, I guess I'm just gonna leave this Four of Pentacles here. Oh, the Four of Wands. Interesting. So you and this person, before you guys are together, you're going to be used to connections where you don't get out what you put in. And you feel like maybe there's something wrong with you because you and this person, and I think this is one thing that you're truly going to bond over, is that you and this person deserve this Ten of Cups. The Ten of Cups is about emotional fulfillment. It's about happiness. It's about joy. It's about happily ever afters, even though that really doesn't exist. Spirit is really here to bring this relationship to you because whenever it does come, I guess I should say, you're going to have this relationship. What is your next relationship? So it should be coming. I mean, I guess the timing's going to be different for everybody. But this relationship is truly meant for you because you deserve somebody solid that you can rely on. And so does this person. And that's why I really like seeing, the discipline and the perseverance cards, because I feel like you both are going to be very committed to this relationship in the good times and in the bad. And so it's almost like Spirit's just pointing to me about your past experiences for the both of you, because I feel like, you might feel a connection or a pull to somebody, and you might feel like that it's meant to be in some type of way. And then you find out that this person isn't as stable as they appear to be, or isn't as put together or as honest. For some of you, I heard gold digger. Like maybe for some of you, people wanted what you had. They didn't care about who you were as a person. And this is different. This person that you're going to be with, they're going to love you for who you are. And Spirit's literally saying, you've had to have all of these negative experiences for you to develop the emotional maturity to be ready for this. Because I think maybe you've had very self-sabotaging tendencies in the past. And this person, I think this person has as well, where you either are afraid to trust people or you push people away because you're afraid of feeling this Ten of Cups, because losing it. You don't want to lose it. And you've definitely understand what it's like to feel loss. You felt a lot of it. But Spirit wants to confirm that these shitty experiences that you've had to go through in love were not to make you harden to love. It was to help you develop emotional maturity with this King of Cups, to have a clarity about who you are and what you want in life, what you want out of a partner, what you want out of a person, and have the emotional maturity to have a loving, authentic connection like the one I just read. And so, you and this person are going through these truthfully shitty experiences with other people right now because that is what's getting you to each other. And I feel like Spirit is really saying that the fact that we start with the Hierophant and we end with the Ten of Cups means that this could really be your person. I'm going to be honest about that. Maybe not for everyone, but I feel like with this person, no matter how different you and them are, the people around you will just be able to see that the love you share. And I think that you and them will realize, you'll finally have this ability to know that even if you're having a rough time or things are really tough, you can rely on this person and they can rely on you. This is solid, and this is not something either of you are going to just want to let go of easily. I feel like there's people for you and this person where like you've really thought that the future was going to be really promising with them, and it's like things always fell through, and it's like you always fell on your luck and felt betrayed or felt hurt. And this pattern is going to change with this person. You might find that in the beginning of the connection with this person that these patterns are repeated, but instead of them ending in, I heard like defeat or ending in completely, it's like you and this person will always come together and work through the issue, because there are going to be romantic feelings here. And I think one lesson that you guys are learning is that, happiness and a connection is temporary. And those butterfly feelings with the Knight of Cups here, they're temporary. But with this person, it's going to be different. It's not going to be something fickle. It's not going to be puppy love that fizzles out. It's not going to be, it's deep. It's real. It's a really, really heavy commitment where two people just know and understand like that they are meant to be together at this time for a spiritual reason. I mean, with the mystic here, there's a spiritual purpose for you and this person being together. And I think that purpose is that you and this person are meant to support each other and help you along in your lives and help you understand more about yourselves and one another through each other. This is the type of relationship not only you deserve, but that you should be holding out for. I just heard the song Holding Out for a Hero. I love that 80s tech coming in, but it's also in track 2. Okay, yeah. Watch track 2 because there might be signs in there for you, and also it's just a good movie. I would say it's the most superior tracks of all the tracks. Maybe controversial statement, but I don't care. I also think that this relationship is here to come in to help you be more comfortable in cultivating your own life away from what other people think. Like you and this person might have been really concerned about how other people viewed the both of you in the past, and how other people viewed your relationships and what you were doing. And I think because you and this person are going to have the support of one another, it's really not like, none of that shit's going to matter anymore. You guys are going to have one another's support. You're going to embrace each other's differences, love what makes you the same, and honestly cultivate a really beautiful life together. And the reason why you're coming together is because you were always meant to, and this was always meant to happen. And no matter what it turns into, how long it happens, the connection coming in is a blessing. And I'm really excited to look at like the blessings part and like how you'll meet them in the extended. But we are going to move forward now and look at the signs, advice, and charms. So get the charm box out. Okay, so Pile 1 spirit. What can you tell me about pile 1 back relationship with third person? Okay. Oh my goodness, you have a lot on the side too. Let me get those out. Okay. Okay. Oh wait, no, one more. One more. Where is it? Okay. Awesome. All right. This is really beautiful. I'm so excited to talk about this. Okay. Where shall we even start? So I'm going to start with the gumball machine actually, because I think this goes to show how bountiful this connection is going to be when it comes to blessings. Like you're going to have blessings on blessings on blessings, and they're going to come in different forms. They can come in a lot of different forms, truthfully, but I feel like there's just going to be nonstop surprises with you and this person. And also, if I carry your heart with me, I feel like you and this person will feel very secure in doing your own thing, because it's like no matter where you and this person are, like maybe sometimes you have to be long distance, maybe work is difficult or something like that. It doesn't matter where you guys are in the world. Like you always have a home in each other, and you always have safety in one another. We also have the pineapple. We have the pineapple. So I definitely feel like for a lot of you, it's possible that you could have a home with this person. You could build a life with this person. I don't want to say that for all of you because I don't know for sure, but I do feel like this will be a relationship that is where you guys aren't just romantic partners. You guys are friends. You guys are, honestly, you guys are besties. You guys are besties. And it just makes the love so much better because it's not based on some insane passion. Which I do think there will be insane passion, but it's not in a fiery and fizzled out way. It's going to be in a very loving and calm way. And I think that's honestly what you both need. You also have the heart with a band-aid over it. So yeah, Spirit is saying that this connection is going to be very healing when it comes to your feelings and how you view love, how you approach love. And it's almost like two broken hearts coming together. But I don't want to say that because I don't want to say you're going to be brokenhearted when you meet this person, or that you're not whole until you meet this person, because that's not true. You are completely whole just the way you are. I think what Spirit is stressing here though is that it's just going to be healing for both of your hearts, and that I think you both are going to fill in missing pieces for one another that will really treat you both. We have the domino here, which I just heard dominoes, so maybe Pizza Hut is significant in some way. But I really feel the number 6 is the number of unconditional love, and I think that is really accurate for the two of you. And I'm with this Z and E, I feel like this relationship overall will be easy. You might have kinks to work out in the beginning, but I think it's going to be really beautiful. And actually, you both are going to transform within this connection. With this green butterfly here, it's your hearts. As your hearts heal, you and this person are going to transform into truer forms of yourself, and it's going to be really beautiful. And with this seashell, for some of you, you might meet this person on a beach or near a beach or something. But seashells are a lot about intuition, and so I feel like there's just going to be an intuitive connection between the two of you, where it's the more you get to know each other and the more you know things about one another, it's let's say something happens in one of your during the day, the other one will just know that something's up, or you'll vent to each other about your day and your problems, and your partner will know exactly what you're about to say, or what you're talking about. It's you guys will finish each other's sentences, and there'll be this intuitive, this really beautiful intuitive understanding between one another, where it's you don't even have to really explain things all the time, because you guys will just get each other, you'll study each other, and it's really cool. And I also want to mention that you're going to unlock secrets within one another, and by that I mean you're going to unlock parts of each other that you didn't realize even existed within you. So there's a lot of growth to be had within this connection. Okay, Spirit, you're getting a little too literal here. So maybe for some of you, this could break some celibacy for the first, super, maybe the first time, or maybe for a while. We have this "I love my cat" charm, so maybe you guys have an animal together. But overall, I feel like this connection is going to be freeing. Like where you might have felt trapped before, you're gonna feel free with this person. Also, for some of you, you might do some really freaky shit. And I'm gonna be honest, y'all might have fun. Let's see. Blue, you're next. Okay, the squirrel. So with this acorn here, like the fall could be significant for you and this person. Maybe you'll meet this person in the fall, or maybe you'll plant seeds for connection in the fall. But what I'm hearing is abundance. Like, in the fall is when you harvest crops and shit, right? Like, hopefully that ambulance means yes. Or they're saying red flag. This girl's telling you about your future relationship. She doesn't know shit about farming. Anyway, I do feel like you both are going to always land on your feet. Yeah. So squirrels, like, they can jump like crazy amounts. I don't know how to word that. And they always land on their feet, or typically, I think. And so I feel like whatever comes towards you and this person and this connection, like you both will always land on your feet. And I love that this charm came out because it says happy. And the purpose of this connection is to be happy and to play and have fun and have a playful, loving connection together. We also have this shoe here. So I feel like you guys are going to be a perfect fit for one another. I feel like you and this person are just going to be very, very special to one another. And I heard shopping as well. So maybe like one of your love languages for one of you is like gifts. So maybe you guys will get to go shopping together, or you'll buy each other gifts or something like that. Maybe Cinderella could be significant for some of you. I'm hearing like Cinderella. Let's see. Oh, yeah, the number 1. So let's talk about the numbers I see here. So we have 1, 2, and 5. So these could be months. If they're months, they would be January, February, and May. So Taurus energy, which we had. And 5 is the energy of change. So there's going to be a lot of changes. I think before you enter this connection, once you enter this relationship, and like during the relationship, there's going to be a lot changing. And with this 2 here, like this makes me think of the 2 of cups, honestly. I feel like you guys will just be 2 peas in a pod. But this is also Aquarius energy. So, well, actually 2 would be Pisces and Aquarius energy, and the 1 would be Capricorn and more Aquarius energy. I don't know why I did that weird thing with my tongue just now. We also have this part. So yeah, I feel like there's going to be a lot of love and this connection. Let's see, we also have this Scorpio charm. So somebody could be a Scorpio, but the Scorpio, and it says passionate. So yeah, there definitely will be passion here. And I think, not only that, it's just going to be very transformative. You're going to go through a lot of changes in this connection, and I think they're going to be mainly positive. And with the elephant charm here, I feel like you guys are going to gain a lot of wisdom through this connection. You're going to overcome a lot of difficulties, and you both are going to gain maturity. I feel like you both are going to be really gentle and patient with one another. There's going to be a lot of understanding in this connection. And we have this yellow charm here, which makes me think of the solar plexus chakra. And so for me, I think that you and this person are going to do an excellent job of boosting each other's confidence and boosting your self-esteem. There's definitely an intellectual connection here as well, which is why you guys had all that about minds. But yeah, I heard that great minds think alike. And I think you guys are going to think alike in the ways that matter. And you're going to have really awesome conversations. Like you're just genuinely going to enjoy each other's presence. Let's see what else we have. So we have T and Z. Okay, so we have Tez. So I heard Cortez. That name could be significant. I also heard Yeet. Of course, these initials don't have to stand for anything. I heard Tennessee. I heard New Zealand. And like I said before, it was that easy. But yeah, so the name T, E, Z. But I think that is all I'm seeing. So I'm going to zoom in on these charms. If you want to look at them closer, you can pause. But pile one, I think I'm gonna leave this reading here. If you want to join me in the extended, we're gonna look at how you will meet this person, or how you did meet this person to confirm if you already know them. And we're going to look at the blessings to come from this connection, because I think there's a lot indicated by this charm. But if you're leading me here, thank you so much for watching this video all the way through. And thank you so much to everybody who watches my ads. It's the easiest and simplest way to support me. And so I just want to say thank you for exchanging energy with me and supporting me, my channel. It means the world to me. I really love this reading. I hope it wasn't too confusing. And I hope you enjoyed it. And I hope you're looking forward to this connection. Or if you're already in it, congratulations. This is a really beautiful connection. And I'm happy that you have something so beautiful. Definitely comment down below. Let me know how it resonates. If you enjoyed this video, I would love it if you left a like. And if you haven't already, I would love it if you subscribe. I hope you all have a wonderful day or night whenever it is that you're watching this. And I hope you'll come back and see me again soon.